Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting set for the second half. Philadelphia Fury lead the Evergreen Diplomats 1-0 at halftime. And a couple of substitutions made at halftime by Fury coach Matt Driver. He has inserted Tetsuya Okuda in goal, replacing Chase Clement, and also has brought on Kwame Appiah. Kwame Appiah taking the place of Matt Freeman, who was on a yellow card, so no chances to be taken there. And Evergreen cross comes in. Amadou Sharif taking no chances, blasts it over the far end line. It'll be a corner kick for Evergreen. So those two changes made, and don't forget, right before halftime, Michael Dietz went off, and he was replaced by Michael Okai. So 3 substitutions already used by Philadelphia. This comes in and cleared away by the Fury. Seydou Ba is the goal scorer, as he headed one past Halterman in the 34th minute of the first half. Centering opportunity cleared away by Johnny Campbell. And Korak plays it backwards for Kwame Appiah, who will look to get Michael Okai free, but Kershaw back to head that away. As Evergreen in their green tops and white shorts will go from right to left here in the second half. Campbell will handle this throw in for Philadelphia. He decides to go long. Bounces once over the head of Okai, taken away by Evergreen. Musa gets by Appiah, but then his pass banged away by Campbell. Change in goal also for Evergreen. Here's an opportunity for Philadelphia. Pass is stolen. Korak will shoot, and he scores. Goal for the Fury. Nick Korak puts it past the new goalkeeper for Evergreen, and it is 2-0. Nick Korak gets the goal, and Philadelphia doubles their lead in the 47th minute. And give Nick Korak the goal. I was watching the goalkeeper because I knew that didn't look like Halterman. I was making sure of the number. Meanwhile, Korak had stolen the ball. The goaltender is Joel Helmick, has replaced Halterman. So Helmick, not the kind of introduction that he wanted in this match. He is beaten by Nick Korak to put the Fury up 2-0. And Philadelphia doubles their lead on their way to hopefully securing 3 points. John Campbell, the throw in for Fane. Now the left side for Josh Danza. Philadelphia trying to sweep Evergreen in the first half of the season. Here comes Eddie Campbell. Gets past one man. Still not a ton of support. Now he waits. This pass is picked off by Tetsuya Okuda coming out of his goal to grab that one. And Okuda doesn't get it past Devin Randall on defense for Evergreen. Philadelphia 2, Diplomats nothing. Pass forward up the right side. I think that's Kershaw, sends one into the middle. John Campbell clears it away momentarily, regained by Evergreen. And a throw-in coming for the Diplomats. Joel Musa with the ball, sends one towards the top of the penalty box. That is cleared away by the Fury and headed back towards midfield where Kolarek kicks it forward. Michael Okai in the vicinity, but only Evergreen bodies in the way. Now for Ryan Rohr on the left side. Rohr will shoot and cleared away by Sharif. There was a man right there, Zach Bowman, looking to get on the receiving end of that pass. Meanwhile, given away in midfield, Evergreen takes control. Philadelphia 2, Evergreen Diplomats nothing. Just underway in the second half. Philadelphia already has a goal in this half from Nick Kolarek. Battle is on the near side for the ball. Eddie Campbell maintains it. Tries to get past Johnny Campbell. And the pass comes in, but Sharif is there again to clear it away. Again, Evergreen regains before the Fury get too far. And this one over the far sideline. Throw-in coming for the Diplomats. 5 minutes gone. 2-0. Philadelphia on top. Throw in now for Evergreen. High and far into the penalty area, but cleared away by the Fury, and McCoubry helps it on its way. Devin Randall will throw this in. Taken away from Kershaw, and a foul committed by Evergreen. Fury player goes down, and a yellow card is going to be issued to Brian Graham. No, it's Kershaw, I believe. Jonathan Kershaw gets the yellow card.
Yellow caution card issued to Evergreen Diplomats Jonathan Kershaw.
It is Tetsuya Okuda going to come up and take the goal kick for a familiar name from those of you who have been watching the AC Crusaders play. Okuda spent the fall season with AC on loan from Philadelphia, and now that the Crusaders fall season is over, he's back. Same goes for Ahmed El Gayer, who is on the bench and available as a substitute today. Throw in for Philadelphia, cleared away by Bowman. And he finds the other Bowman. Throw in for Philadelphia. I checked that for Evergreen. Check that again. Free kick. I'll get it. Long ball off the head of Sharif, who is held just a bit. Kwame Appiah got a touch on it. Fights through one man. Gets it off for Chella. Or make that Ba. Ba finds Kolarak on the sideline. Out of play. Throw in Evergreen. This is the only match on the schedule this evening, with last week being the intended end of the fall season. This a makeup game. And Graham knocked over by Okai. Foul was called. Infraction has been whistled against the Fury. There's going to be a free kick coming. Jade Messias lines up over it at the 30-yard line. Evergreen Diplomats down by 2. Sends one towards the top of the penalty box, but McCoubry gets in the way of that. Messias tries again, finds Randall, but it's off of his leg and out of bounds. Throw in Fury. Ba in the first half. Kolarak right at the outset of the second half has the Fury ahead by a couple. Sharif back to Okuda. His left foot boot is onto the head of one of the Diplomats. Offsides is Campbell, and I think he's going to argue that it was touched by the Fury. The linesman has given offside against Eddie Campbell. It'll be a free kick for Philadelphia. Okuda gets a lot more distance on this kick than the previous one. Headed down. Now back to the goaltender. Helmick clears it away right before Okai and Ba arrived on the scene. Moment of danger there for Evergreen. And they give it away in midfield. Seydou Ba for Kwame Appiah. Musa read that pass. And Evergreen will try to go the other way. Okai heads it towards Helmick. And Helmick has it for Evergreen in goal. It was Vitalis Atamafak who got the first goal of the game for Evergreen last week. Atamafak not with the Diplomats here tonight. And this pass just eludes Ryan Rohr on the near side. second Evergreen goal in that game was an own goal.
That's brought to you by the Judge Group. For all your staffing, training, and recruiting needs, please visit www.judge.com.
So nobody currently on the field or the bench for Evergreen scored last week. Pass is picked off by Appia. Ends up back to Campbell, and Sharif sends it towards Kolarak. It's past him. Kolarak did get a foot on it, but it goes to Brian Graham. Graham will try the far side. Back towards the middle, and again Sharif with the header, clearing it away. And Sharif has been very solid in defense for Philadelphia here in this game. '56th minute of play, 2-0, Philadelphia on top. This bounces once. Ferguson let it bounce, and he let Ba sneak in and grab it. And then he muscles Ba off the ball. Ferguson is a powerful character. He used his strength in the first half, was actually whistled for a foul on that occasion, but not so this time. He just took a little bit of force off of it, and now they get it forward for Eddie Campbell. Gets by his man. Campbell will shoot. Okuda makes the save. Campbell not quite as much on that shot as he would have wanted. You saw his speed as he got past Sharif. It created that opportunity. So Okuda with the save as the ball rolls free. A foul called against Musa. Philadelphia free kick coming. Campbell and McCoubry were the options. Now it's just McCoubry to take this free kick. Campbell will go forward with the left foot. Sends it high into the penalty box. Helmick is out to grab it. And Joel Helmick's long boot bounces once. Campbell will try to shield Sharif, but Sharif used his body well, but it gives it away. Now on the left side, Ryan Rohrer. Rohrer looks towards the middle, sends one in. Okuda the save. Tetsuya Okuda at full stretch to grab that cross from Ryan Rohrer. Sends it through the middle, picked off by Bowman. And give it back to Ferguson, who will try Rohrer again, but this time the pass not as high quality. Campbell, this is trouble. Musa almost snuck in and took it away from him. Evergreen does end up in possession. Ryan Rohrer gets it off to Zach Bowman. Now Musa up the left side. The left back getting forward. Joel Musa's pass is put right onto the foot of Sharif. Promising opportunity for Evergreen, but that cross left something to be desired. Here comes Philadelphia the other way. They can't get past Devin Randall. So the Fury will try again. Zach Bowman took the ball away from the Fury player just for a moment. It ends up over the far sideline for a throw-in. Substitution being readied for Philadelphia.
Philadelphia Fury substitution entering the field.
Ahmed El Gayer is the substitute.
Entering the field, number 18.
And Josh Shella has come off. This is Kwame Appia getting forward, trying to get past Bowman, and fouled him in the process. So El Gayer on, Shella off. And El Gayer settling in here at right back. Plays more centrally for AC, at least has done so in the last several games, but at right back with Campbell and Sharif in the middle, and of course Danza on the left. Throw-in coming for Evergreen. The Diplomats trail this match 2-0. Goals from Seydou Ba in the first half and Nick Kolarak in the second half. Here's Evergreen. Comes a man up the right side. Cross comes in and it's well overhit. Kershaw in some space over there and like another opportunity at that cross. He had Ryan Rohrer trying to get in behind the defense. Tetsuya Okuda with a goal kick here for Philadelphia as the Fury have a half an hour to go to try to hold on to this 2-0 lead. Ba leaps for it. He and Bowman battle. It is controlled by Kwame Appiah. He'll play it back to El Gayer. His first touch is a giveaway to Musa, and Philadelphia gets it right back. Kolarak has possession. Ayuba Fain as Evergreen takes it away. Diplomats. Jade Messias keeps it away from Michael Okai. Gets it back to Ferguson. And Ferguson looks for Eddie Campbell. Somewhat isolated up there as Campbell, the lone Diplomat forward on that occasion. Devin Randall with it, and stolen away by Philadelphia. Here they come. Seydou Ba. Appiah knew he was offside, so he didn't play that ball. He lets Ba continue forward. Seydou Ba tackled by Devin Randall. And Randall, good job as he waits for reinforcements. 2 Diplomats come to help him out, and Ba eventually loses control. Back to Kolarak. Nick Kolarak takes his time. Now plays the ball cross-field over to Josh Danza on the left side. And Danza out of play for a throw-in for Evergreen. 2-0. Philadelphia remains on top. Trying to finish the first half of this season in style here at home in a makeup game of that lightning postponed match that was previously scheduled between these two clubs. Philadelphia steals it, and the pass looking for Okai is stolen by Randall. He'll give it back to Helmick. Helmick to Rohr, to Graham, to Musa. And Musa kept it away from Appiah, but lost possession in the process. Throw in for Philadelphia. At least I thought it would be, and so did Ahmed El Gayer, but referee says, or the linesman says, that there was a foul committed, so free kick for Evergreen. The Diplomats in search of a goal to get back in this match. Ball headed down, taken away momentarily by Philadelphia, regained by the Diplomats. Now off to Ryan Rohr. And a throw-in coming for Evergreen. Sharif sends it back towards midfield. Seydou Ba chases it down, handled that with his right arm. And the referee spotted it. Pretty cold out there. As Evergreen, the ball headed away by Johnny Campbell, right back to a Diplomat player. Shot is blocked by Sharif. Messias maintains control for the moment. It's loose. Fain and Messias fight for it. Messias goes down, and the foul goes against Ayuba Fain. Could be a free kick for the Diplomats. Still got 27 minutes to find 2 goals. But time will start to become a factor. Messias wants this free kick for Evergreen. Jeff Bowman getting forward along with Zach Bowman, Campbell, and Kershaw. Messias will pop it over the defense, headed towards goal. Okuda is there. No pace on the header. It's in the right direction from Jeff Bowman, but Okuda, no problem. And he'll take his time relaunching play here for Philadelphia. My name is Mike Wolverton. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of Philadelphia Fury Soccer. Been a great season. The inaugural season for the American Soccer League. Here's the Diplomats shot wide from Campbell, set up by, I thought it was Kershaw, but it wasn't. That was Zach Bowman, who made the run, cut it back, and set up the shot for Campbell. Just a little bit wide. We've seen some really exciting soccer during this inaugural American Soccer League season. And the fans that have come out have been entertained on almost every occasion. Look to regain that momentum in the spring when the Fury and the Crusaders will be back for the second half of the season. It will be a playoff competition at the end of the spring season. We look forward to seeing all the Fury and Crusader fans back in the spring. Meanwhile, one more match to wrap up the fall season for the Fury. This ball splitting the defenders. Okuda is well out. Johnny Campbell looked like he might get to that before the two defenders, and Okuda, well aware of the danger, came out and cleared it away. Under 25 minutes to go. Philadelphia 2, Evergreen nothing. Seydou Ba. Now Kolarak leaves it for Okai, who doesn't chase it down. It was too far away from him. Over the far sideline, out of play, throw in for Evergreen. Brian Graham and Daryl Ferguson will give it to Helmick. Joel Helmick, his first action in this half was picking the ball out of the back of his net. Well, I guess that wasn't the first thing. He had a clearance, which I'll have to look at the replay. He may have been partially responsible for how Nick Kolarak ended up with that ball. Meanwhile, here's Philadelphia. McCoubry gets by his man, and here comes Scott McCoubry on the left side. He will shoot. Save Helmick. Rebound. McCoubry will get another chance. And he scores. Scott McCoubry. I was about to say that ball didn't have any pace on it, but it was perfectly well positioned. It is a goal for the Fury. And Scott McCoubry puts the Fury up 3-0. So Helmick surrenders a second goal here in the second half. 3-0 Philadelphia. Ba, Kolarak, and McCoubry, all likely suspects here, as those have been some of the prime goal scorers for Philadelphia here in the fall. But Helmick may have been off balance and did not get an opportunity to dive for that ball, but it looked like he had some time. McCoubry will take the goal, and the Philadelphia Fury will take it. It is 3-0, Fury on top. Long way back here for Evergreen now. Eddie Campbell's frustration is showing as Campbell pushed Johnny Campbell. Foul had been called against the Fury player, and Eddie Campbell's a little bit frustrated. And the referee, a good referee, he's going to take him aside, calm him down, tell him no more nonsense, please. And play will resume. So the Fury now with a 3-goal cushion. In an extremely strong position to try to see this one out and gain the 3 points. Finish up with 14 from 10 matches in the first half. Jade Messias lining up over the free kick for Evergreen. There's a substitute coming in. That is the delay. Jonathan Kershaw coming off. Get you the name of the substitute just a moment. Here's Jade Messias' free kick, headed down and off of Okuda. What's the call? A foul called against Evergreen. And Campbell, who was just spoken to by the referee, is the man. There were a couple of bodies in the way, so I didn't see what happened, but you can surmise that perhaps Okuda had possession or nearly had possession and was kicked or barged into by Eddie Campbell. A yellow caution card issued. The substitute was Brian Davis.
Brought to you by Virtuous Sports Medicine.
So Davis coming on for Kershaw.
Sports programming or facilities, please visit www.virtuous.org.
And Okuda, although he's holding his midsection, I suspect he'll be able to continue. Of course, Philadelphia has already made a change in goal. So Clement unavailable. 21 minutes of play. Philadelphia 3. Evergreen nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you still have plenty of time to go get your Wide Awake Barbecue. WideAwakeBarbecue.com.
So Okuda well enough to take this goal kick. And headed the other direction by Evergreen. Diplomats, they can't quite get on the end of that ball before it rolls over the far sideline. And the summary of the Diplomats' evening, they just can't quite get to it before something bad happens. Over the far sideline, throw in Philadelphia. 1 goal in the first, 2 goals in the second half for the Fury. And referee stopping play for Nick Kolarak. Kolarak may have seen the end of his action for the evening, and Nick Kolarak is going to go off. It is Izzy Castro going to be sent in to replace Kolarak. Meanwhile, foul called against Kwame Appiah. Fury playing with 10 right at the moment, as they wait for Castro to be allowed on the field. And here he comes. So Castro replacing Kolarak, who leaves with a goal tonight. Brian Rohr sends one towards the penalty box, headed down by, I think that's Sharif. Ryan Graham scoops up the rebound. He'll shoot just wide. Good shot from Graham. Didn't miss by a whole lot. And it'll be a goal kick for the Fury. So 4 changes made by head coach Matt Driver. Got a couple of new defensemen on. Looks like Sharif will push up to midfield as Castro has replaced him on the back line. Ahmed El Gayer moving from right back to center back. Castro will play it right back, and Sharif will move into the middle to join Ayuba Fain as the Fury set up a free kick. 3-0, Philadelphia on top. John Campbell will take the free kick. This is Sharif now with some liberty to get forward. The ball did not get to him. And Evergreen had it for a moment. Kwame Appiah regains possession. He'll try his luck from long range through a couple of bodies. The shot got through. Helmick equal to the task, and he rolls it up the far side for Musa. Evergreen player bundled over. Foul called against the Fury. Devin Randall will handle the free kick for Evergreen. Evergreen in danger of finishing the first half of the season at the bottom of the table. Headed towards goal, off the crossbars, loose, saved by Okuda, and finally put in offsides. And it's going to be, we're setting up a corner kick. So went over the end line. Corner kick coming for Evergreen. Sent into the far post, headed away by Seydou Ba. And it will be a corner kick from the other side now for Evergreen. Rohr sets up to take this free kick. That'll be Messias instead. Jade Messias sends one in, headed away by the Fury. Referee blows the whistle. And what does he got here? He's about to give a yellow card to a Fury player. So yellow card issued to the Fury, and it is a penalty awarded to Evergreen for a foul against Amadou Sharif in the box. So Evergreen with a lifeline here and an opportunity to get back in the game. They trail it 3-0, but Sharif cautioned, and a penalty kick coming up. It does appear that Eddie Campbell will take it for Evergreen. So, an opportunity for the Diplomats to get on the score sheet and make this an interesting last 15 minutes. Eddie Campbell will be the man for Evergreen. And here he comes. Blasted low, and it's in. Goal for Evergreen. Low, and to the right of the goaltender, Okuda. Eddie Campbell makes it 3-1 Fury. So, at 3-0, very comfortable. At 3-1, a little bit dicier, and certainly if Evergreen can put some pressure on and get another goal, that would ramp up the pressure on Philadelphia. Man goes down in the middle. It is Zach Bowman who is down. Sharif is on a yellow card. Matt Freeman got a yellow card for Philadelphia in the first half, but he was withdrawn at halftime. I don't think there's anybody else on the Fury who's on a yellow card. And Graham gets up and sends it down to the Philadelphia goaltender. So 14 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Philadelphia leads by 2, 3-1. Eddie Campbell from the penalty spot for Evergreen, the most recent man on the score sheet. This is over the head of the Fury player on the far side. Throw in for Evergreen. Chested down at midfield, taken away. Well, loose again. Now Evergreen sends it the other way. Headed down by Campbell and cleared away by Danza. Goes all the way to Daryl Ferguson, who splits right through two Fury players, gets himself a little bit of space. He finds Joel Musa on the left side. And Musa's pass for Rohr is knocked away. Ends up all the way back on the Evergreen back line. Jade Messias will try the far side. Into the middle, Eddie Campbell is there. Campbell shields the defender off well and ends up losing it in the end. This pass to Castro. Headed away from Okai, but right to Seduba. Onside. Oh, Kwame Appiah is called offsides. Boy, did he look onside, though, from here. Linesman has the infraction. Free kick coming for Evergreen. Goaltender Helmick will come up and send one long towards the penalty area. Long ball headed down by Philadelphia, loose in the middle, and McCoubry is kicked. He draws a foul. Fury beat Evergreen 2-1 in the reverse fixture. Lead it 3-1 here tonight. Pass for Appiah off of his head. Helmick will come out and bang it away. Well, he shot it neatly right under the stance. That's not easy to do. Replacement ball is grabbed. Michael Okai tries to turn the defender. Sharif is there, but taken away by Zach Bowman. Here come the Diplomats. Long ball looking for Campbell. Okuda stays in his net. Eddie Campbell behind the defense. He shoots and he scores! Eddie Campbell for the Diplomats. Good. It is 3-2. Eddie Campbell has scored twice here in the last couple of minutes. First the penalty, and now that. Sweet goal, as it was the speed of Eddie Campbell that Philadelphia's defense could not deal with. Maybe Okuda should have come out at the first opportunity, but once he failed to do so, that chance was lost, and Campbell made him pay. It is now 3-2. Philadelphia on top of Evergreen. Eddie Campbell in the 78th minute. This is Appiah, has it taken away from him by Musa. Then a action-packed second half with 2 Fury goals followed by 2 Evergreen goals. It is now 3-2. The Diplomats trail the Fury. Clock says 10:20 to go, plus whatever stoppage time the referee deems required. Zach Bowman is offsides. So Eddie Campbell with a nice finish. First, the real solid penalty kick, low and hard into the corner. And then the finish past Okuda for his second of the night. And it is 3-2 Philadelphia. Okuda's long ball is headed down by Evergreen. Brian Davis. You've not seen much of the ball since he was introduced. Sharif gets it over to the left side. 2 defenders over there. Still, the Fury managed to get through. Cross comes in, and it hits the side netting. Helmick will have a goal kick. Joel Helmick over to Joel Musa. Musa into the middle. Jade Messias finds an outlet up the far side. Then through to Campbell. Campbell has 2 in the last few minutes. And Johnny Campbell handles him on that occasion. This ball goes over the sideline. Throw in coming for Evergreen. Philadelphia led it 3-0 just a couple of minutes ago. Throw in for the Diplomats. Headed towards the penalty area, headed away by Campbell, and a corner kick for Evergreen. Brian Davis over to take it. And now he'll switch positions with Jade Messias. It will be Messias instead that will send this one towards Tetsuya Okuda's goal. Here it comes. Okuda gets a paw on it. Goes back to Devin Randall. Randall will send it towards goal, blocked away by the Fury, and a chance to break. Campbell got it past his man, and, well, Okai was offside, so he let it go. And here's Seydou Ba past the defense. Seydou Ba with an opportunity. He is in. Helmick the save. Good job by Joel Helmick. Came well out and cut off that angle and took away the options for Seydou Ba. And now the other way. This is Brian Davis. 1 Evergreen player and 4 Fury defenders. Foul committed by Brian Davis. It will be a free kick for Philadelphia. You can imagine that the Fury will not be in too great a haste to get this ball back into play with a little over 7 minutes to go in regulation time. 3-2, Philadelphia on top. Real good opportunity just now for Seydou Ba, who scored the first goal of the match. Opportunity to get some insurance back for Philadelphia. But Helmick the save. Okuda will launch one. It goes out of play. Caught and thrown in by Evergreen. And another throw in for the Diplomats. Devin Randall, his throw, cleared away by the Fury. Okai will hold it up, gives it to Ba. And now over to that left side. Forward, looking for Okai. Ferguson in the way. Ferguson clears it away to Randall over there, and a pass into the middle. Graham, too far for Eddie Campbell. Castro gives it to Okuda, and Okuda, closed down by Campbell, is able to get it out of there, and it'll be a throw-in for the Diplomats. Under 6 to go. Fury by a goal. Musa kicks it out of play. Pressure by Appia. Castro finds Appia. He's knocked over. The foul given. scored the first goal of the match in the first half for Philadelphia. Then Kolarak early in the second half, followed by McCoubry to put the Fury up 3-0. Since then, Eddie Campbell has hit twice, once from the spot and once from open play. This free kick goes past Okai, a roll right to Helmick. He will try to start play forward for Evergreen, looking for an equalizing goal. Right past Messias, given away in midfield. Then Seydou Ba takes for Philadelphia. Ba has moved back into more of a midfield position with Okai being the man up top. Here is Philadelphia. Chance for Sharif, too high. Hamidou Sharif arriving late and skying that ball over the top. Rolled out for Joel Musa. Messias, Ba tries to take it away from him. Ferguson, now Randall. Kevin Randall with some space will look for Brian Davis towards the far corner. Davis back towards the middle over the head of Ryan Rohrer, who will still manage to chase it down and gets it returned to him. Ryan Rohrer. Brian Graham, and picked off by McCoubry, who gives it back to Bowman. Under 4 to play. Philadelphia 3-2. Throw in for Evergreen on the far side. Diplomats towards the penalty area. Offsides is Rohrer. Fury trying to close out a victory on a chilly night here in Washington Township. Seemed a foregone conclusion a few minutes ago. Eddie Campbell has made all the Fury fans nervous as Okuda prepares his free kick off a couple of heads. And it's Fain who finally sends it towards Helmick. No pressure there, so Helmick grabs it and rolls it out for Devin Randall. Messias in the middle for Evergreen. Now Campbell. Eddie Campbell keeps it away from Appia. Gives it back to Messias, and he lost one over everybody to be taken by Okuda. Okuda won't bother to pick it up until he has to, which is now. As Rohrer was the man who finally came and put the pressure on him. And Okuda releases the ball and kicks it high in the air. Headed away by Jeff Bowman. Brian Davis, well, had it for a moment. Showed it to Danza, and Danza took it away from him. Evergreen tries to regain control, and they do force a foul called. It'll be a free kick for the Diplomats. Chance to loft one into the penalty area. And Jade Messias will leave it for Devin Randall. Not a lot of reason for caution now for Evergreen. They have 6 men at the top of the penalty box waiting for this free kick. Here it comes. Headed away by Ba. Sent back towards the Fury goal, and again, the Fury clear it away. And Randall will regroup near midfield. His first touch had Okai taken away. Okai was tripped over there by Randall. And to his credit, didn't roll around and waste time feigning injury. Got right back up as we've got 1:15 to go in the second half and in this part of the season for the Fury. As they try to kill off this match. 3-2 Philadelphia. Off of McCoubry. And the goal kick for Helmick. Diplomats in a hurry now. Helmick launches for Rohrer. Headed forward by Brian Davis, but it rolls right to Castro for Philadelphia. Launches one the other direction, and it rolls out of play. Musa throw in. Messias heads it for Graham. Now Graham pops it over the top. Okuda will get there. He was always going to get there, just a matter of whether he had time to wait for it to get into his penalty area where he could grab it with his hands or whether he'd have to kick it. But in the end, able to grab. And Okai tried to put one through. Looked like it went right off the hand of the defender. No call by the referee. Izzy Castro backwards for Okuda. We're in the final minute of regulation time. Should be some stoppage time, but not a whole lot. And the whistle blows. Another throw-in coming for Evergreen. Musa taking his time. Finally gets it in. And they'll get another chance. Fury 3, Diplomats 2. Musa. Cleared away by Philadelphia. Daryl Ferguson will send it back in for Evergreen as the Diplomats defense keeps creeping forward as they send more and more players forward looking for the equalizing goal. Kept in on the near side by Evergreen, but they give it to Okai. And Okai's pass for Fain ends up on the feet of Graham. Brian Graham looks for Devin Randall. Play Ferguson, the only guy back now for Evergreen. Philadelphia with possession. Scott McCoubry send it long, looking for Okai. See if he can beat Ferguson. Michael Okai with just Ferguson back. Tries to go around him. Now he waits. Now he shoots, and it blasted right into Ferguson. Another opportunity. Seydou Ba arriving on the scene and clears it well over the top of the goal. Looks like Okai had a chance to shoot or a chance to lay it off, and then when he chose neither of those two things, he sent it right into the defender. Here is a chance, offside. Oh, what a shot, but offsides. Brian Davis buried it in the top corner after the whistle had blown. That would have been quite a finish to this game and this season. And the Fury hoping that is the last real threat for Evergreen. 3-2, Philadelphia hanging on. They led it 3-0. And Okuda for the Fury, out of play. Throw in Evergreen. Keep our eye on the referee. We are a minute or two now into stoppage time. And a throw-in coming for Philadelphia, which they will be in no rush to take. Fury throw taken long. Ferguson will blast it away for Evergreen. Headed back to the middle. Ba shields his man, but the taller man heads it away for Evergreen. They look for the long ball. Okuda is out, and he grabs it before the onrushing Eddie Campbell could get to it. And we have seen the speed of Eddie Campbell on display a couple of times here tonight, including for the goal that made it 3-2. Still an opportunity for Evergreen to try to gain a point from this contest. Brian Graham to Messias. Fury tried to block off his passing options. He eventually gets it over to Devin Randall. And Randall has his pass knocked away by the Fury, picked up by Messias, and then played over the far sideline. Out of play and a throw-in. I got a feeling we are just about out of time. That said, the referee is not exactly looking at his watch. Here comes Okai for Philadelphia. A couple of men back for Evergreen. He's got Apia on the right side. Plays it through for Ba. Now back to Okai. Ba will shoot. It is deflected. Corner coming for Philadelphia as the defender had to go off of him. And Philadelphia corner kick. With time running out on Evergreen. Not surprisingly, this corner kick taking quite a while to line up. And And the Fury will just tap it in play and keep it in the corner. See if they can waste some time. Diplomats got in there pretty quickly and took it away. And it's over the end line. Goal kick for Evergreen. Fury disagreed strenuously with that decision. Evergreen, though, takes it the other way. Diplomats, well, they've still got it. Brian Davis just provided a marvelous finish after the whistle a moment ago. Up the right sideline and out of play. And that is the final whistle. Philadelphia Fury have defeated the Evergreen Diplomats. The final score is 3-2. And the Fury end their fall season on a high note. They will finish with a record of 4 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws. Evergreen falls to 2 wins and 7 losses. They have not drawn a match this season. For Philadelphia, Seydou Ba in the first half, Nick Kolarak in the second half, and Scott McCoubry put the Fury up 3-0. Eddie Campbell from the penalty spot made it 3-1. He scored another minutes later to make the Fury fans nervous and make it a 1-goal match at 3-2. So that is where we finished. Philadelphia wins it by a final of 3-2. My thanks to everybody associated with the Philadelphia Fury and the AC Crusaders. At the culmination of this fall season, it has been a great time. It's been some great soccer. Hope the fans, players, and everybody involved have had fun. My thanks to Graham King Charters, Matt Driver, Ulysses Terrones, and Jason Smith, among all the other gentlemen who helped make this happen. My name is Mike Wolverton. That's it for the fall season. We will see you back in the spring as the Fury and the Crusaders start up play in the spring season. But for now, that'll do it for this match. Final score tonight, Philadelphia defeats Evergreen 3-2. You've been watching Philadelphia Fury Soccer.